What's up, y'all? This is your boy Eddie Jackson. Welcome back to the Drop That Podcast. This episode is brought to you by Layback TV. Over 10,000 channels, movies on demand, every sports channel, all the languages, all the HBOs you can imagine, okay? Go on laybacktv.com to see how you can download it your iPhones, Androids, and your Fire Sticks so you can either watch at home or on your device, alright? So now, let's get into some motherfucking wrestling talk, alright? So, SmackDown and Raw getting very interesting as we see. Okay. So we just had on SmackDown another King of the Ring qualifying match. Fatal 4-Way. Had AAA Mega Champion Dirty Dominic Mysterio, the United States Champion Trick Williams, one half of the World Tag Team Champions Braun Breaker, and one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions Damian Priest. Okay, only one of them, well, you could say two of them know what it like to be champion, world champion for that matter. Damian Priest is world heavyweight champ, and Trick Williams is former TNA world champ. Okay. I had possibly Trick or Braun winning this one. Okay. For possible future storylines, you know. So somehow this story is going to get interesting now because Dominic Mysterio defeated Damian Priest, which is shocking to me, but he won the match, which puts him in the semifinals against probably his worst nightmare ever, Obafemi. I mean, to me, you know, that just shows me that there's a guarantee that the Obafemi is making it to the finals. But it's a question mark if he's winning it at Night of Champions. It will depend on who's going to be at the other end of the finals of the bracket. And the Queen of the Ring, we had Raquel Rodriguez versus Bayley versus Kiana James versus JC Jane. We only have two people who actually were world champions, which is very ironic. Bayley is a world champion. JC Jane was a TNA Knockouts world champion. Wait, was she? No, I'm sorry, she was just an NXT champion. But Raquel Rodriguez actually pulled off the win. She's going on to the semifinals. Gunther is granted a rematch with a special stipulation. With Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE title. It's gonna get interesting. But my thing is that how far are we going with Gunther challenging for the WWE Championship? I don't think they're gonna be, you know, focused so much. The fact that fire when he was, you know, I mean, look how he spent the last 6 months of 2025, retiring Goldberg, John Cena, and AJ Styles. Hall of Fame careers. I mean, Goldberg technically is already a Hall of Famer. But that's a Hall of Fame career regardless of what. John Cena, not in the Hall of Fame, but that's a Hall of Fame career. AJ Styles, that's way overdue Hall of Fame career. Hell, I think AJ Styles is the only one that's qualified for two organizations of a Hall of Fame career. You know what I'm saying? WWE and the TNA. He should be in both Hall of Fames. How the fuck is he not in the TNA Hall of Fame is beyond me. You know, you got the Dudleys who are, you got Kurt Angle. I believe Sting is one. Most recently ODB, so shout out to her. But she's well deserved as well. So, and it looks like Solo Sikoa wants Royce Keys to join him for War. And it seems like, you know, we are 6 months away from Survivor Series War Games. Not sure where they're going to be hailing from, but they're definitely going to be in a stadium. They did very well at Petco Park in San Diego. First time the Survivor Series has ever been in a stadium. And once you success in your first shot, you're definitely coming back for one. But it looks like they're setting up for war. You know, you got Jacob Fatu, who's over there with the OG bloodline, and you got Solo Sikoa, who's building his army. You know what I'm saying? Royce Keys on the MFTs going to War Games against OG Bloodline having Jacob Fatu. There's history. Excuse me. There's history with Royce Keys and Jacob Fatu. Two very, very massive enforcers are definitely something you got to think about. So, moving on to Raw, we had another qualifying match. It was Javon Evans, Seth freaking Rollins, Ricky Saints, and Tala Tonga. I actually thought it was going to be Seth freaking Rollins. Interesting. It's very interesting. Javon Evans pulled the win. He's going on to the semifinals. We'll find out this Friday who he's going to be facing. It's going to be very interesting who he faces. I think they said who he was gonna face. So Obafemi versus Dominic Mysterio. They got their shit. I think that's, I don't know. Dom might come out injured with this one, but the final fatal 4-way match of the qualifying King of the Ring. LA Knight is involved. Jey Uso. Who's the other one? It's kind of interesting. I forgot who the hell was going to be the other one. I know Jey Uso's in it. I know LA Knight is in it. Finn Balor is in it. I forgot who the third competitor is, so excuse me. I'm going to go with either LA Knight and Jey Uso. I don't think Finn Balor is going to be advancing. I don't see a storyline there. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Jacob Fatu is not following orders from the OG Bloodline. He don't give a fuck. He didn't acknowledge Jimmy or Jay. He only acknowledged Roman Reigns, and I think that's well said, well put. You know what I'm saying? We had another qualifying match, the Queen of the Ring. We had Becky Lynch, Chelsea Green, Alexa Bliss, and Liv Morgan. So Alexa Bliss, multi-time world champ. Chelsea Green, first ever Women's United States champ. Becky Lynch, multiple-time world champion, as well as first woman, one of 3 women to main event a WrestleMania. She's now the record-breaking 3-time Women's Intercontinental champ. And then there's Liv Morgan, who had an impressive last 6 months. You know, yes, she is a main event. What was it? A Miss Money in the Bank winner. But more importantly, she won the Royal Rumble this past January in Riyadh. She went on to WrestleMania and won the World Heavyweight Championship again, the Women's World Championship. But it's for the first time, even though we haven't had a decade yet, for a Women's Queen of the Ring tournament. King of the Ring has been going on, for over 30 years. But Queen of the Ring hasn't gone a decade yet. And for the first time ever, a world champion is in the the Queen of the Ring tournament, which is Liv Morgan. Because the winner of the tournament goes on to SummerSlam to get a world title shot. I don't know how that works with Liv Morgan winning. She's never been Queen of the Ring. I didn't see her winning. I thought it was going to be interesting if we saw Chelsea Green because, no pun intended, she is green. But shout out to Liv. Now it's getting interesting because Dom on the men's side, Dom is in the semifinals. Liv Morgan is in the semifinals for the women, but so is Raquel Rodriguez. It's going to get interesting. And, let's see. Oh, Division cost Seth freaking Rollins the King of the Ring tournament match. I don't think they're done with him, obviously. But how far are we willing to go with this shit? You know what I'm saying? Because we only got Austin Theory and Braun Breaker holding shit down. Logan Paul is pretty much put on the sidelines for the next 5 to 6 months. And we have soon to be the returning of Bronson Reed. That's going to get interesting. The minute he shows the fuck up is going to blow wreck. I can't even imagine. 2 Intercontinental Championships were on the line. For the women, it was Sol Ruca defending against Laura Valkyria. Sol Ruca pulled the win. And in the main event, it was Penta versus Rey Mysterio for the men's Intercontinental title match. OG Luchador versus the next generation Luchador legend. Interesting. It's definitely a way to tip the hat, pass the torch over to Penta. Penta is on fire. But Chad Gable seems to be on apology tour ever since he lost his mask in the mask versus mask of El Grande Americano. I hope this is a good push for Chad, because I think like 3-4 years ago they had a push for Chad Gable and it wasn't hitting anywhere. Multiple Intercontinental title shots. It's supposed to be the new Kurt Angle, and I don't think it was working. So let's see what they do with this one. So they'll do with this one. Now that they separated the El Grande Americanos, now they can focus on pushing all of them. Probably now the new and improved El Grande Americano could go on to face Dominic Mysterio for the AAA Mega Championship in September. And Chad Gable could see if he can pull some shit off. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it kind of seemed like he's getting close to the Intercontinental Championship. It looks like they substituted Javon Evans out and put Chad Gable in. You know what I mean? So now it looks like it's interesting. Penta, Gable, Rusev, Ethan Page. Let's see how this goes. And finally, Money in the Bank has now delayed their date again. It changed. It was supposed to be August 29th. It got moved to September 6th. And now October 10th. It just keeps getting pushed and pushed. And it's in the Smoothie King Arena in New Orleans, Louisiana. Now you know why motherfuckers are not having Super Bowls in New Orleans, and why they're not having WrestleManias in New Orleans. They're not fucking dependable, not even with a simple arena. It's not like your Pelicans are in the fucking NBA Finals. Knicks. Okay? So I don't see. There's something wrong in that situation. I don't fucking know. But it got pushed, since they got Money in the Bank, got pushed to October 10th. The original Saturday night's main event is now, for the one time only, it's going to be Sunday night's main event, going down September 6th. Okay, it's going to be in Money in the Bank's place, and there's going to be a special Sunday night's main event. Zilla Fatu is getting some interest from WWE. I think they're getting that fucking bloodline situation ready for War Games. Get Jacob Fatu. Now you're going to get Zilla Fatu. It's going to be interesting. And word is it's going to be Jade Cargill versus Charlotte Flair at SummerSlam. I'll be the first to say I'm not fucking interested. Because I think they got a better story for Charlotte versus Rhea. Now, if that's being delayed, I don't know. But maybe Jade's going to cost Charlotte the Queen of the Ring, because she still needs to qualify. But well, let's see. I don't know about that match. I don't. I like the story, but I don't know about that match. It's just keeping Charlotte as a babyface, and I think she's money as a heel. We got word that Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre will be returning very soon. We haven't seen Drew since WrestleMania. We haven't seen Orton since WrestleMania. So let's see where that's gonna go. Are they gonna be involved in the WWE picture or not? In the WWE title picture. And they keep swirling a rumor about CM Punk requesting his release, maybe even going back to AEW. I don't see why. He's got the best schedule to be in the ring. What is it? His merch is well big profit, top 3 arguably. He's already won a world championship twice, even though he did that in AEW. Look at 2 years in a row, his dream came true. He main evented WrestleMania, night 1 and night 2, and he killed it. he fucking killed it. Killed it with the entrances, and he just killed it with the matches. Yeah, and you get to work with your wife. You know what I'm saying? And do a storyline with her against Becky Lynch and Seth freaking Rollins. I don't see that. I don't see that. And then the word is he's got new merch coming. So I think that's all full of shit. But that's all we got for Wrestling Talk. I'm your boy Eddie Jackson. Make sure y'all hit that sub button, hit them likes, and make sure you comment. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you comment. Let me know who you guys think is going to be advancing to the finals of the King of the Ring. I'm not too sold yet until after this Friday. And once I see who are the final four, I'll be definitely giving my prediction on who's going to the finals and going on to Night of Champion, so they can fight to see who gets a world championship right on the Queen side and the King side for SummerSlam. But y'all be the judge of that. All right, I'm your boy Eddie Jax. This is the Drop That Podcast. Peace.